Analysts say the retail sales were down this season, so now many stores are hoping to pick up the slack with these after-Christmas sales. After all the presents have been opened this holiday season, chances are that you're going to need to return at least one of them. But what if the gift was bought online? Victoria Lim has some tips.
More than half of us will return at least one holiday gift this year. But if you need to return your gift to cyberspace, it can be tricky.
There is a little bit of mystery when you're buying something online. You haven't felt it, you haven't touched it, you don't know exactly what it's like. So you want to make sure that you have, an open door that you can go back in case you don't like it.
Bonnie Bertram of web service eTour.com says when her company tested 25 e-tailers, it ran into a particular return problem with electronic sites.
They charge a restocking fee, which we hadn't read the fine print. It was totally our fault. And yet when we went back to them and said, look, we really didn't know, it was really an honest mistake. I can't believe you're going to charge me $30 just in handling to return it. They said, sorry, you're out of luck.
Some items like music, software, and books may have time limits because once opened, they can be duplicated. Some online vendors have bricks and mortar stores like Eddie Bauer, so you can return internet purchases here instead of mailing them back. Department store JCPenney's makes it even easier. You can return online purchases to Eckerd drugstores. When you check out an e-tailer's return policy, here's what to look for. A time limit. The procedure. Do you have to call first to get a return number, or can you just send it back? Who pays for shipping? Are there additional fees, like restocking fees? And will you receive a refund or a credit? I'm Victoria Lim for NBC News.
Now, for more return tips, check out www.shopthenet.org. It's a website sponsored by the Direct Marketing Association.
The new year will bring some new state laws on taxes, drug prices, and dozens of other issues. One of the most far-reaching changes is the expansion of the elderly pharmaceutical insurance program. It allows 100,000 more senior citizens to save money on prescriptions. In other laws taking effect on January 1st, selling cigarettes and other tobacco products over the internet, by telephone or through the mail will be illegal. The law is aimed at cutting off sales to minors. Several tax cuts will take effect, totaling more than $1.9 billion. Among them is the college tuition tax deduction credit, which allows taxpayers to claim an itemized deduction for tax credit to offset tuition cost. Still time to get your flu shot to avoid the bug this winter. The shots are being offered today from 4 to 6 at the Medicine Shop on Oriskany Boulevard in Yorkville. Now, if you can't make it, they're also available same time, same place, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday, you can get your flu shot from 10 until 2. The shots are $10 or free to Medicare participants. Christmas brought us a rare glimpse of a partial solar eclipse. You could see it here in the Northeast, especially with the right equipment.
Heather Kovar found a Deerfield man who could really show off the eclipse.
Halfway. That's beautiful, isn't it?
John Tomeno spent much of his life as a welder. The equipment used to protect his eyes from the bright light of the torch works perfectly to watch the sun, moon, and earth line up.
If you're holding something, with one hand, and then you take the arc, the rod, and when you get it set where you want it, you just go like that.
Perfect for hands-free viewing. I had to try.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like this, and then I go like...
Yeah, that's right. Now look at the sun.
Oh, it's almost a half moon now.
Halfway almost?
Almost.
Here's what I saw, but John recommended a darker lens.
Because that sun is pretty bright.
Here's a view from Deerfield without the welder's lens. Here it is with another of John's screens. Look at the difference. Here you can see how about half of the sun was covered by the moon shadow. It's something that won't happen again on Christmas Day until 2307.
I won't be here then.
The last Christmas eclipse was in 1954 and only visible in parts of Africa. So luckily, thanks to John and his welder's lenses,
You couldn't look at that without this.
this once-in-a-lifetime Christmas eclipse is visible to all of you. In Deerfield, I'm Heather Kovar.
Santa brought a couple from Little Falls something extra special this Christmas, a Christmas baby. Josh and Korri Congdon are the proud parents of Joshua Keith Congdon Jr. Little Joshua was born before 5 in the afternoon on Christmas Day. He weighs just over 9 pounds. He's the couple's first child and the first Christmas baby at St. Luke's this year. So he was given a little red hat and a snowman suit.
How cute.
Yeah.
Well, those are our top stories on this Tuesday morning. Coming up on Sunrise.